Yes, well, the old banner, we hadn't been for many years to the Durham Gala, and then two of the lads, Jimmy's son, Michael, and one of the blokes that was on the front, is on the front of the new banner. His son, Brian, had gone to Durham Big Meeting because it's a big an area, that's what most people go for these days. And they came back and said, our heritage is going pop, we need to get her going again. We said, all right, what do we need to do? Raise money. Oh, wonderful. So we had to raise money, but we got it. We looked at it and thought, this is in an awful state. So I took it down to way down south. It was to a lady who restored the banners for the cathedrals and the castles and everything, and the big flags. And she had a look at it and she goes, cost you about 5,000. It'll take us about 3 years. You won't be able to march with it. Because the silk was absolutely shot. She would clean the silk, treat it, do whatever she could to it, but it was going to take a long time. So brought it back up and said to everybody, look, there's no way we're going to get this banner repaired. Even if we did £5,000, that's an awful lot of money to invest in a banner that we're not going to be able to walk. So we started really fundraising, hard time we did, coffee mornings, medium nights, which go down very well. We also had the first one, we had races and people had to put their names down. We had the ordinary races, but we also had some for the adults. And it was the Pitman Derby. Didn't tell them what it was going to be the Pitman Derby. So we went out, and with the children, we had small space hoppers, double ones. And they had a race. Well, it took forever because if ever been on a double space hopper before, you've got to get the bounce right, because if one bounces, then the other, it goes like that. It doesn't move. Everybody was in fits, and then the next thing, my son had blown them up at home with the car thing, brought them down, adult space hoppers. What? Well, a lot of people had space hoppers when they were young, and I said, this is for the Pitman Derby. Well, we had a queue of 20 odd, and I only had 5 space hoppers because they were quite expensive, and I says, we'll just have to have heats, and they were in absolute fits. And there was 2 lads who got very, very competitive, and they were kicking each other's things and trying to pull each other off the horse, and that was absolutely hilarious. We raised that year about £1,000 just on that. We did it over the weeks, over the years. Took us about 4 or 5 years, but that's okay.